So I'm going to talk to you about some new fragrances from Lush, from the Gorilla perfumes. It's Gorilla Volume 4, and I've got two bottles here to show you. We have one that's called What Would Love Do and one that's called Amelie May. I really love these bottles. They are sort of apothecary, simple, basic, but strong fit glass, and that's what I love. On the bottom it tells you the name of the perfume, the name of the person that made it. So this was made by Dean on the 1st of August this year, and it says used by the 1st of August 21. So I really think that's so cool. Anyway, so Gorilla perfumes from Lush are very niche, I find. Some of them, if not most of them, I've tried, I'm not a big fan of. They can be very odd at times, or they can have some dark, slightly disturbing notes in them, but not all of them. There are some good ones. So my favourites are, I don't know if they actually come under the Gorilla banner, but I really love Lush 29 High Street, which is made to smell like a Lush shop, and it is really beautiful. Candy, sweet, powdery, just like a whole load of bath bombs were exploding all over the show. Really, really great fragrance. I love that. It's not that easy to come by, unfortunately. You can sometimes get it from Lush Kitchen online. Another one I like, and I can't remember the name of it now, is a neroli fragrance, but anyway, let's talk about these two. So this is a new volume. I got invited along by Lush to go to an event where they were launching the fragrances, and just a whole crazy load of Lush stuff going on. It was mental. So I'll probably do a separate video about that because I've recorded some footage, but let's just stick to talking about these two fragrances that Lush were very kind to let me have on the day. I also did like one called I'm Home, which is a beautiful gourmand sort of vanillic cooking, baking cakes kind of smell. I'm home being the operative word. If you imagine that your home is the sweetest place ever, when you come home your granny is in the kitchen baking cakes, and there's coffee brewing on the side, and your house is gleaming clean and perfect. It's that kind of fragrance. It's really, really pleasant. Anyway, I didn't get a bottle of that because I got these two. So let's start with What Would Love Do. So basic story behind this is that Lush collaborated with this guy called Han, and it sounds like a very interesting guy. And Han came to one of the stores, fell in love with one of the Lush sales associates, and it's kind of a love story in a fragrance, and it's called What Would Love Do, and how does it smell? So there is tangerine and lavender in there. You definitely get a lot of the tangerine. Not that I would necessarily know it to be tangerine. I would say I could smell an orangey citrus, an extremely bright orangey citrus. Mr. Smelly likes this one, and I think it's because of that citrus. It's so bright and fresh, but there is also a backbone of something a bit gourmand to me. I definitely get almond. I get almond in both of these fragrances. Maybe it's heliotrope, maybe it is an actual almond, or something else just creating an almond effect. Now Lush use a massive proportion of natural ingredients, so this is going to have not that many synthetics, if any, and they put all the ingredients on the back for full disclosure. So this one's got benzoin and resinoid, styrax, tangerine oil, lavender, benzoate, don't know what that is, coumarin, cinnamol, geraniol, and all things that occur naturally in essential oils. Anyway, What Would Love Do? What do I think about it? It's beautiful and bright to start with a sort of a powdery, gourmand-esque backbone, something slightly almondy. In time, the tangerine fades and you are left with a very soft, powdery, gourmand, almond-like halo around you. Really, really pretty. Maybe a touch feminine for some people. I really like it. I'm impressed. It's good. So that is what would love do. And then next one is Amelie May. So this is made for the daughter of one of the Lush sort of original brand creators. And I'm not sure if it's Mark or... Oh, okay, I don't bloody know. Oh, anyway, Amelie May was made for a little girl who dad owns Lush, and there's already one for her older sister, which I think might be the rose one. Okay, this is why you have to do research before you start recording video. Okay, so let's talk about how it smells, shall we? Amelie May is extremely strong. So I wore this the other night in front of Mr. Smelly, and he was like, wow, that is really, really strong. So when you spray this, the whole room is full of the scent. It's really spicy to my nose. It's sweet, spicy. It's vanillic and resinous and slightly floral. It's advertised as being mostly about the florals, but to me it feels like a gourmand again. I get almond in there almost straight away, and I get almond all the way through. I can't see almond advertised, but maybe once again it might be coming from coumarin or tonka or something else, but it smells almondy, powdery, gourmand-esque, slightly floral, but in a much stronger way than the other one, than what would love do. Amelie May, I don't think I'll reach for it quite as much because it's so strong and it does take a while before it calms down. I will certainly be using it to scent my house here and there. One spray of that is going to scent the room for hours. It is really, really strong, and it is quite beautiful. It really is. But you have to be in the right mood, and you have to have the right occasion for it, because it is very noticeable. Powerhouse. So this one I would wear to a rock concert, only because it's so strong and it's going to cut through the bad smells that might be around you. And it's kind of sexy as well. I mean, it's supposed to be for a child, but actually it's a little bit sexy and a little bit seductive with that kind of gourmand thing going on. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's it. Just first impressions really on 2 new Lush frags, and I will be coming back to you with more Lush stuff later on. Thanks for watching. See you later.